the signs of their ordeal clear across their battered faces and bodies. These are some of the survivors of Typhoon Bopha. Many of these people fought their way free or were pulled from the thick layers of mud that swamped their homes. But many of their loved ones did not make it out. At its peak, Typhoon Bopha lashed the southern island of Mindanao with wind gusts of up to 210 kilometres per hour. It knocked out power in 2 provinces and wrecked hundreds of homes.
Kia ora, good evening. Yes, people have been torn from their homes tonight in the wake of a deadly tornado.
The death toll right now is 3, with another 7 currently needing hospital treatment. We also have reports now of a twister hitting the Rotorua suburb of Ngongataha. A farmer's told One News he was tossed in the air. But here is where the tornado hit at 12:30 this afternoon in Auckland's northwest, around the Defence Force area of Whenuapai and Hobsonville.
Peter, you need to stop.
Yes, I'm not stopping. It's the last thing we do.
There was heavy snow in Turkey today, and as it piled up, look what happened to this pedestrian walkway. It collapsed. A security camera captured the moment. One person was injured, another was approaching the walkway just inches away, and it fell.
Heaven swept over Samoa overnight, causing widespread damage to buildings, uprooting trees and downing power lines, and authorities declared a state of disaster. This just came in. CNN is reporting 2 deaths due to Evan, and this is the latest video into our newsroom overnight.
It's not over yet. The storm passed Samoa once and is now turning around to hit it again.
And flattened homes. Thousands of people have been moved to makeshift evacuation centres. The country is without electricity and there is no running water. But
at least 32 people have been killed and 9 are reported missing after more than a week of heavy rain swamped parts of Sri Lanka. Flooding in central, north central and eastern Sri Lanka has displaced thousands. More than 17,000 people.
This is the manner in which a bus plying on the Puttalam-Colombo main road was at the risk of being washed away with the flood waters. A Navy boat which attempted to rescue the bus also met with an accident. The Navy officers managed to save their lives by clinging on to nearby trees.
They're called jumbo flying squid, but tonight they're dying in large numbers, and they washed up along Rio Del Mar State Beach near Aptos.
A volcano in Russia's eastern Kamchatka Peninsula has erupted for the first time in 36 years.
Voluntary evacuations are underway in Ecuador, where activity at a volcano is increasing. At least 3 moderate explosions and fallen ash have come from the Tunguara volcano. One explosion created a column of ash more than a mile high that fell over.
The people of Darwin have been shaken by a strong tremor this morning. A 7.3 magnitude earthquake struck about 600 kilometres off the Northern Territory coast.
And now we have breaking news we've been following this morning. Thousands of people felt an early morning earthquake. It hit off the coast of Southern California. 6.3 was the size.
Now, we are keeping a close eye on Japan. A magnitude 7.3 earthquake struck off the coast. That was about 20 minutes ago. Our reporter, John Brisley, is in Tokyo.
With chatter increasing over the looming end of days, a peculiar sight in Shanghai this week got people talking. On Monday, locals posted pictures of what looks like 3 suns in the sky.
The cold snap is bringing deaths in Ukraine. Around 200 were hospitalized since the beginning of the heavy frosts. During the last week, the temperatures plunged to 20 degrees below zero, heading the homeless for disaster. Most of the frost victims were found on the streets.
Aerial shots taken over southwest England show homes, roads and land completely submerged underwater. Heavy storms responsible for the deaths of 3 and the flooding of hundreds of homes have ravaged the area since Wednesday. Officials say the stormy weather is heading north.
In Peru, hundreds of people have had to leave their homes after heavy rain in the Amazon region caused severe flooding. Emergency workers were called in after more than 600 people were affected. Overflowing rivers destroyed houses and streets have been submerged.
Is a massive tornado and it hit Mobile, Alabama on Christmas Day, taking down power lines and causing some pretty severe damage. 3 people were killed as 40 twisters were reported across the southern states, which prompted the US National Weather Service to declare a tornado emergency. But what does it look like up close?
That is a tornado. This is a tornado emergency for the Mobile Metro.